Alright, ladies and gentlemen, then I think we are set. Welcome to another review, but this time of AEW Dynamite for January 8th, 2025. So, we opened the show with a singles match. It is Will Ospreay versus Buddy Matthews. This match is great. For a TV match, this match is really, really good. I don't know, I don't think I have like match rating set up just yet for like reviews. I think I'm leaning more towards doing like grades instead of like, because I kind of hate the whole, oh, 6 out of 5 stars like Melter does. So I'm leaning more towards just grades. If I were to do a grade, just like a high school grade or some shit like that, if I were to give this match grade, definitely would be A minus. Honestly, an A minus. Great match. Great match. The crowd got super into it. To Ospreay, this dude just cannot miss. He just cannot miss. He cannot miss. Like Snoop Dogg says, in the heat of battle, this dude cannot miss. So, Buddy Matthews, Will Ospreay, killed it. Great match, especially for TV. Fantastic match. The promo after by Will was a little bit odd. Are they teasing the House of Black just breaking up? That's kind of odd. It was kind of out of nowhere. I have heard that apparently Malachi is leaving for WWE or something, or he's just leaving AEW altogether. I don't know much. I don't think I can like say much about it, because like this is like the 7th time this dude apparently is leaving, but then he doesn't leave. So I have no idea. But if they are breaking them up, and apparently Will told him like, hey, if you guys need anything, then let me know. I feel like that's probably setting up something that will be paid off later. So yeah, I'm guessing looking forward to that, because I mean, it was a great match. Will Ospreay's great. Buddy Matthews is great. Brody King is great. Julia Hart is great. Everybody in the House of Black is great. So looking forward to what they do. Honestly, it's just pretty simple review of this match. It was fantastic. It was awesome. Great TV match. The AEW Tag Team Champions, Private Party, come out. They cut a bit of just kind of a generic babyface promo before getting interrupted by MVP and the Hurt Syndicate. It's a shame, really, because Private Party were super over about 3 months ago when they won those belts, and now they're just kind of, they come out to basically zero pop, and they aren't doing anything with those tag belts. It's a shame, because everybody wanted to see them win, and then they won, and then now they're just kind of floundering around. They just don't know what to do with them. A good promo, I guess, here. Yeah, good promo by MVP. Bobby Lashley kind of had a chance to shine. I like the Hurt Syndicate. I think they're being presented as legitimate threats, as they should. I think Shelton especially has really benefited from the move to AEW and the whole like reintroduction of the group. Shelton has his image, his character has improved a lot. Like he feels like a legitimate like threat to anybody. And then of course Bobby Lashley. He's Bobby Lashley. I mean, fucking look at him. He doesn't need to do much. Yeah, I honestly can't wait for the Hurt Syndicate to win those tag belts, because at least we can have them actually do something and show off those belts and actually kind of, you know, use those belts for something. I like Private Party, but they're just not doing anything with those belts. So unless you're planning on actually doing something with those belts with Private Party, I wouldn't keep those belts on them. So overall, pretty okay segment. Looking forward to the Hurt Syndicate winning the belts. Give them all the belts. Honestly, I would have the Hurt Syndicate just like the new Bullet Club, basically. Just have them recruit all kinds of talent across multiple promotions. Like have the CMLL section of the Hurt Syndicate, the New Japan like section of the Hurt Syndicate, and then the AEW section of the Hurt Syndicate, the Ring of Honor section of the Hurt Syndicate, and have like I would have the Hurt Syndicate be a syndicate. That's what they are, you know what I'm saying? They have influence over other places, over other promotions. That's what a syndicate is, right? It's a mafia, basically, a gang that has influence over multiple areas of a city, of a country, whatever it is. So that's what I would do. Just have the Hurt Syndicate take over wrestling in general, dude. Have Bobby win the I know Tanahashi up there is gonna want to put that belt on Bobby Lashley. Look at this man. Look how big he is. And then fucking put the TNT belt or the Ring of Honor belt on Shelton. You know what I'm saying? Put Leo Rush in this group. I thought they were gonna put Leo Rush in this group, and they didn't. I would put Leo Rush in this group. Have him win. I don't know, have him win some other belt somewhere, a CMLL belt or something. But like, have the Hurt Syndicate be a syndicate, influence over multiple promotions. Have them built as this big enterprise. And you know what? With this whole Death Rider storyline, you can make the Hurt Syndicate feel like a legitimate threat towards the Death Riders. People that the Death Riders kind of like try and stay apart from, because the Death Riders, you know, they want to take over AEW and stuff, but they see that the Hurt Syndicate, they're legit, you know? So that's what I would do, but I'm not in control. So, but yeah, overall, okay segment. I love the Hurt Syndicate. They're great. The end of the segment led to Bobby Lashley versus Mark Briscoe. Bobby Lashley's great, and I love Mark Briscoe. He's hilarious as fuck, and he's also great in the ring. This was a pretty solid match. It made Mark Briscoe look like a really good, sympathetic babyface, and it made Bobby Lashley look like a really good monster that would murder anybody that gets in his way. Bobby Lashley, MVP was also on commentary, and he really sold Bobby Lashley in the intensity and just how dangerous he is. Then Bobby Lashley wins with the Hurt Lock. The rest of the Hurt Syndicate attack Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe gets some help, and it's a private party. I think it was okay segment, and the match itself was pretty good. They actually got the crowd going there a little bit. The segment after was okay, setting up the Hurt Syndicate and private party. Yeah, it was pretty okay. This whole section was kind of okay, standard weekly thing for a TV show. It was pretty good. It was pretty okay. The Casino Gauntlet match up next. I'm not gonna lie, since it's my first, it's kind of my first time watching like a live AEW weekly show, just because, like I said in the past video, I haven't been able to watch it. I just kind of kept along with like Twitter and stuff like that. I wasn't really used to the idea of a Casino Gauntlet match until I saw it now on TV. I like the concept. It's pretty cool. Me personally, I would make it an elimination match where like everybody comes in and it's a gauntlet, yeah, but like whoever gets pinned gets eliminated, and it makes the match kind of last longer and the stakes a little bit higher. I have the entrance actually here. Number 1 was Switchblade Jay White. Number 2 was Hangman Adam Page. Great two wrestlers to begin the match, especially since they have a little bit of history there. Jay White has, I think it's 5 wins against Hangman one-on-one, and Hangman is kind of pissed off about that because Jay White he can't fucking win against Jay White. Jay White just keeps fucking beating him. So this is a great little concept here for the match. Number 3 was Wheeler Yuta, and I laughed out loud because Wheeler came out looking like a fucking 5-year-old Fisher Price kid. Entrant number 4, it was going to be Swerve. They played Swerve's music and everything, but then it was fucking Ricochet. This bald ass dude, bro. I love Ricochet. It's odd because he started out so bland in AEW to me, but then ever since he turned into this fucking geek heel, I fucking love him. He's such a dork, but like he's a fucking funny dork. He's a piece of shit too. He plays Swerve's song first, so the crowd goes crazy. They're like, "Oh my god, it's Swerve!" But then he interrupts the song, and then he's like, this crowd is a bitch." And then Ricochet's theme song plays, and he comes out. And he's just looking at the crowd like y'all really thought it was gonna be Swerve. It was fucking funny. Then number 5, Adam Cole, baby. I like Adam. I don't like what they're doing with him. He's just kind of floundering around. Hopefully they find something for him to do. Entry number 6, Daniel Garcia, the TNT champion. Love the dance. I think he's been okay as TNT champion. I think we should find him a solid feud to be able to defend that belt. But overall, pretty good. Entry number 7, Oh, by the way, before that, before entry number 7, I wrote something down. Daniel Garcia bitch slaps the fuck out of Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta responds back with some Fisher Price slaps. I don't know. Entry number 7, Powerhouse Hobbs. I love this dude. I love Powerhouse Hobbs. He's big as fuck. He can go in the ring. He's charismatic as fuck. I love Powerhouse Hobbs. He's great. I push this man to the moon if he can. Entry number 8, Roderick Strong. I love Roddy. He's the Messiah, the backbreaker. He's awesome. Been watching him since I watched him a little bit in his Ring of Honor days. Then he kind of became one of my guys in NXT, obviously, because that's like when he got the most popular. I really liked his international champion run. He was really good as international champion. I think Roddy and Will Ospreay, and Orange Cassidy are the three guys that just like I look at the international title, and those are the three guys I like visualize. Roddy, Orange Cassidy, Will Ospreay. That's their belt. His theme song sucks. The whole Undisputed Kingdom's theme song fucking sucks. The whole Undisputed, and then the thing goes Kingdom. I hate that with like a passion. It sounds so corny. Anyways, Roderick Strong, great. Then number 9 was Lance Archer, Murder Hawk Monster. Lance Hoyt, big motherfucker. I wish they did more with him. That's on my notes, and yeah, that's how I feel. Meat Chance was pretty funny. Then number 10 was Kyle O'Reilly. I like Kyle. He's cool. That's about all I got about Kyle. Also, isn't he part of the Undisputed? Is he part of the Undisputed Kingdom? Or is he part of the conglomeration? Because I'm confused now. He said in the past he's part of the Undisputed Kingdom now, but then in his Tron when he came out, it said the conglomeration. So which one is it gonna be, bro? Make a decision, man. Then I wrote down something that broke my heart. It's wild to me that one of my favorite factions in NXT is on AEW fully reunited, but I feel nothing seeing them. Yeah. It's a shame, because yeah, they were like the best faction to ever happen in NXT, and now they're kind of back together in AEW, and it's just, I feel nothing. And you can ask anybody on Twitter, and they kind of feel the same way. They just kind of feel nothing. They feel like it's just extra fodder in the match, and it's a shame, because they should feel special. It's fucking the Undisputed Era, you know what I'm saying? You got Jeff Jarrett at number 11, and then he immediately gets attacked by Wheeler Yuta, which was random as fuck, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny how the Death Riders, who are supposed to be these like absolute murderers and killers, and I love how they sold it on commentary too. Jon Moxley sent Wheeler Yuta to attack Jeff Jarrett personally so he didn't win the match. Jon Moxley and the Death Riders, these dudes who are supposed to be like killers, the guys that are taking over the company and are like in this storyline where they're taking over the company, murdering everybody. They have the world title on a briefcase because they don't feel like anybody deserves to see the world title, and they're anti-AEW and they're anti-everything and fuck the world. But Jon Moxley, who's the leader, who's supposed to be like the dictator of AEW now, he sends Wheeler Yuta of all people to go take down fucking almost 60-year-old Jeff Jarrett personally, because he sees almost 60-year-old Jeff Jarrett as a legitimate threat. It's like, what the fuck? It's like Batman sending Robin to go kill fucking, I don't know, Commissioner Gordon because he feels like Commissioner Gordon might be a legitimate threat to him. Why? Let him be in the match. I know it's just to get heat because Jeff Jarrett's in this whole like retirement like storyline going on, but like just let him be in the match and let him lose, and then you can still have MJF come out and cut the promo, but just like now it's not that the Death Riders are spoiling it to him, it's that him doubting himself makes more sense if he just loses cleanly, because yeah, he lost clean, he doesn't have it anymore, and that creates actual legitimate doubt within himself and within the audience. We saw Jeff Jarrett lose without any interference or anything. Hell, I would have him eat the pin by Powerhouse. Just have Powerhouse hit him with the Spine Buster and pin him, and then you have a legitimate reason for Jeff Jarrett to like cut like sympathetic, like, damn man, I thought I had it, I just don't know I have what it takes anymore promo. And then you can have MJF come out, and then you can have Jeff Jarrett kind of like use that MJF promo to motivate himself. But no, they just have Wheeler Yuta come in and attack him, and I mean Powerhouse Hobb wins. I like Power Hobbs. I'm happy for this opportunity he's getting. There's no way in fucking hell he's going to win, but I like the chance he's getting. So overall, pretty good match. Thumbs up. We got a promo for Hook and Christian Cage next week. It's just how I feel. I like Christian Cage. Hook, I liked him, but now I think his character's kind of meh. That's about all I got. Jeff Jarrett promo. Pretty solid promo. Pretty okay. But the most important part, of course, is MJF coming out. MJF cuts a promo essentially telling him that, like, you suck. You're an old man. You know that you don't have anything left in the tank. The contract that you signed is just for a year, because you know that that's all that, like, your contract now is only for a year, because that's all you have left to give for wrestling. That's all wrestling thinks you're worth. And then he offers Jeff Jarrett, I know there's a lot of people going for the belt right now, including you. What if you help me and I help you, or I help you and you help me in reverse? You come with me, you stay under my wing, I guess. I help you get to the big time, I help you win the belt, only if you agree that my condition is that once you win the belt, I get the first shot. Jeff Jarrett tells him, no thank you, fuck off, you are an entitled prick, and then he leaves it. I thought it was a pretty solid promo. I think MJF is great in the mic, although this whole, I don't know, I feel like MJF is slowly, like, overusing stuff in his promos, especially like insider stuff in his promos, which it works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't if you overdo it. He's starting to overdo it, and I'm kind of like, come on man, let's get something new here. I'm surprised he hasn't dropped the Ricochet line yet. I'm surprised he hasn't done that. He's going to. Mark my words. Save this video. He's going to. He's going to drop the Ricochet line when he feuds with Ricochet at some point. He's going to. But yeah, overall, good promo. Solid promo. I like that Jeff Jarrett kind of held his own. And yeah, it was a pretty good promo. Pretty okay. Next is a promo by Mr. Cope. Yeah, I thought this promo was kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. Typical babyface promo. What I laugh about is how he says that the kind of breaking point, the point where he kind of, that was enough of Moxley for him, was when he attacked FTR, because he knows how close FTR is to him. It wasn't the fact that Moxley and the Death Riders legitimately tried to murder Bryan Danielson on pay-per-view, tried to murder Darby Allin on national television, tried to poison Orange Cassidy on pay-per-view. No, none of that. They messed around with FTR, and that was personal for him. Never mind. It was okay promo. Death Riders come out, they attack him, beat down, blah blah blah. Powerhouse Hobbs comes in, and the Death Riders leave, which, I know what you're doing, Tony Khan. I know what you're doing. You're trying to, okay, you know, the Death Riders, they consider Powerhouse Hobbs a threat, so that way you can build up Hobbs to be a legitimate threat for the title later. But it doesn't fit the Death Riders character to run away from Hobbs. He's one dude. He's a big dude, but he's still one dude. Overall, I don't think this segment worked. I like Power Hobbs. He looked great in this, but I just don't think this segment worked. I don't know, it's kind of meh. Mariah May promo. Gets challenged by Harley Cameron for Collision. And then I have written on the side there. That's it. It's a real shame too, because Mariah May is great in the ring. She's great in the mic. She really should be showcased a lot more, especially after that Tony Storm feud and reign. Her having to follow that so far has been extremely underwhelming. She hasn't done anything at all. That mini feud with Mina Shirakawa, and then that's about it. Hasn't been seen it out. Damn, what a voice break there. It just hasn't been seen at all. That mini feud she had with Thunder Rosa, that's about it. And they're literally mini feuds. They're just feuds with like two segments worth of build, and that's about it. We have the match. Harley Cameron's a comedy character. I do like Harley Cameron. She is funny, but I don't think she should be in the world title picture. Okay, it's gonna be on Collision, so my hope, make Mariah look serious, make Mariah look legitimate, make Mariah look like someone you shouldn't be fucking around and joking around with. Have Mariah kill Harley Cameron and have someone, I don't know, you can't really put someone to challenge her on Collision because you're having the Gauntlet match next week with the women, but oh my god, just have her murder Harley on Collision, and then next week you can start a feud with whoever wins the Gauntlet, because for the love of god, she needs a feud. She needs someone to like work with, like, desperately. So yeah, thought it was kind of disappointing. So up next, it's a women's 3 match for a spot at next week's Women's Casino Gauntlet. Toni Storm, Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale. Chris Statlander wins, which I thought was surprising. I thought they were going to give it to Toni. But no, Chris Statlander wins. Honestly, I would have been happy with any of these women because I like all of these. Willow Nightingale's theme slaps hard. Chris Statlander's theme slaps hard. And Toni Storm is awesome. So, although I do know why Toni Storm didn't win. They want to kind of keep her separated from Mariah May before that kind of comes back to bite in the ass. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid match, pretty good match. They had the crowd in there pretty solidly. Yeah, it's a pretty good match overall, and I'm pleased with the result. It's pretty good. Up next, we have the return and promo of one Kenneth Omega. He comes out dressed up like my dad. Dressed up like my dad, like he's going to church or something. Cuts a promo, pretty solid babyface promo, where he's like, hey, you know, I want to keep doing this. I had like I think he said like 2 feet of my like organs taken out or some shit like that, my intestines, because of like the stuff that I was dealing with. You know, typical babyface promo. You know, like I'm back and whatever. Then he starts getting attacked by Don Callis. Then he starts getting attacked by Brian Cage. On one hand, I understand, because Don Callis and Kenny, they have history. And Brian Cage is with Don Callis right now, and Takeshita and stuff like that. On the other hand, you have so many people on the roster right now, so many big names in the roster right now who would benefit so incredibly much from even being in the same ring, in the same presence as Kenny Omega. And that's your motivation right there. You can have literally anybody come out and attack Kenny Omega. Literally anybody. You could have fucking... you can have fucking... I don't know. If Keith Lee in the back. I don't know. You can have anybody come out and attack Kenny Omega. And what's their justification? Kenny Omega, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He's the best bout machine. He just came out hot from a super classic match in New Japan with Gabe Kidd. He's the biggest name in AEW, arguably. I attacked him because I want to make a name for myself. That's the motivation. You don't even need to write a crazy story with this. Kenny Omega himself, he's basically the Roman Reigns of this place. Someone attacks Roman Reigns, all you have to use as an excuse is, hey, I wanted to make a name for myself. He's the biggest guy here. The same with Kenny. He's the biggest star here. I wanted to make a name for myself. You don't even have to write a compelling, crazy story with this. But you want to go back to a feud from a year ago? From a year or two ago? Why? Again, I understand that Callis has history with Kenny and Kenny has history with Callis, and Brian Cage is with Callis, so technically speaking it does kind of make a little bit of sense, but why? You could have had like anybody come out here. You could have given this to I don't know, you could have given this to anybody. You could have given this to Kyle Fletcher, who could really benefit from this. You could have get one, which I mean he's with the Don Callis family either way, so it doesn't matter. You could have given this to freaking anybody in the back, honestly. And I know you're holding off till All In for the Kazuchika Okada match, which understandably, but I don't know. You could have given this to so many other people, and you chose Don Callis and Brian Cage. But anyways, Will Ospreay comes out, makes a save. Stare down. Will Ospreay and Kenny still have tension from their last, encounters and shit. So that's kind of where the show ends. Overall, AEW Dynamite, January 8th, pretty solid show. Since we're gonna do grades and shit like that, I will give it a I'll give it a B minus. B minus for AEW Dynamite from January 8th, 2025, not 5. Overall, if I would have to pick who had the best show this week, the better show this week in terms of Raw or AEW, like the more enjoyable show, Raw of course had the bigger, more eventful show. I loved Punk and Rollins, but just everything in that show felt so like just mid and corporate. AEW, although not perfect because there are parts where we need to take a chill pill on, I don't know, it felt a lot more wrestling oriented. It felt more story progressive, unlike Raw. So I'm gonna have to go with AEW this week. I think AEW had the better show between Raw and Dynamite, and yeah, I think AEW wins this week. We'll see what happens next week. Thank you for watching. If you want to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's also fine. If you want to like, that works. If you don't want to like, that also works. If you want to dislike, that also works. Hey man, anything to get me in the algorithm. So you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later.